I am award-winning published photographer and journalist Evan J. Thomas, and I'll be bringing you badass artists from the genres of music, art, sports, radio, as well as TV and movies. On the Badass Podcast, you will hear raw, bold, blunt, and honest conversation-style interviews where no topic is off limits. Check out the show at badassproductions1.com and go to the On Demand tab and pull up the Badass Podcast where you can watch or listen to your favorite show. Get ready, because I am Evan J. Thomas, and this is fucking badass. What's up, everybody? Evan J. Thomas here, Badass Productions with Dan, lead singer of All Good Things.
How's it going, guys?
What's
Thanks for
up?
having me, dude. Just chilling, dude. Just rolled into Joliet. Pretty much pulled in and got some food like a second before I talked to you. And we just
Where'd you roll around here since we're in Joliet?
Korean rib spot down the street, which is actually really good. Yeah,
I haven't tried that place yet, but there's a joint right over that way past us over on Chicago Avenue called Chicago Avenue Grill. It's pretty fucking
sweet.
good.
Okay, well,
really good prices
maybe
too.
an after show spot.
I'm not even promoting them, so there you go. For some reason, there's a free promotion right there. But they are in town. You guys have basically played here once. That was last night, but not here. Belvedere. So
this is our first time to this part of the country, really. I mean, this band, we played Belvedere last night, which is less than 2 hours away. It was a sick show. We had a great time and stoked to be here. This is a killer venue. We just loaded in. I haven't had a chance to sound check or anything yet.
But, you haven't even done that yet?
We haven't done a whole lot. We literally just rolled in and I set up merch and here we are.
And luckily you get to sit with me for a few minutes.
Hell yeah, man.
So you guys are on tour with POD from Ashes to New.
Yep.
Obviously my friends in Sleep Signals couldn't make it because of a bus accident. So that kind of really sucks for them.
That's
but
a huge bummer.
Yeah, I mean, as long as everybody's good now, which I hear they are.
Everyone's alive. That's what matters.
That's exactly what matters. It's kind of crazy how that happens. But so far, the tour with you guys and the other bands, how has that dynamic been with everybody?
Oh man, we love the POD guys. They've been amazing, man. It's so awesome to be out with these guys. Their 20th year anniversary.
I was gonna say they've been doing it forever.
Yeah, man, and they've got a full bus. They got a big crew too. So their whole crew has been awesome, and the Ashes crew's been great, and POD guys have been super fun to hang with. So we've had a great time, man. It's only been a little less than 2 weeks. We're going on 2 weeks now, but we got about another month and a half to go, or I don't know. It's a long one.
How's tour life with you? Because have you toured before, like in this length?
I have in different bands, but for All Good Things, this is our first time going out for 7 weeks. But long time ago, man. But I haven't toured like this extensively in almost a decade. So I've done like sporadic touring, but as far as like a 7-weeker, dude, a couple months on the road, it's been a long time. But it all feels like almost normal again, which is awesome.
It's just weird getting all the ambiance around here with the
trucks,
cars and the cicadas and Laura, Miss Metal over there. Metal! You gotta see her tattoo when she shows it to you. There you go.
Oh shit, that's some epic.
Literally metal.
Epic tattoo. Hell
and
yeah.
unfortunately, you people can't see it right now unless she wanders around behind us.
It's worth it.
Oh, here she comes.
It's worth the wander.
She's walking around just to show the tattoo off. There it is.
That's pretty rock
tattoo.
and roll right there.
Banging.
Hell yeah.
All right. So POD's been on tour with you guys, for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They've been in the game for over 20 years. 20 years now. Have you learned anything from them while on tour yet? Like, have they talked to you or been like, hey, this is like protocol? I mean, I know you've been on tour, but
I mean, not really, dude. I mean, I think you can always learn stuff from watching sets every night. We've been watching POD every single night of this tour. We've just had a blast watching them. They're legends, and I love watching Sonny. And you can always learn something from a great frontman like him, dude. I mean, he's got a presence that's just epic, man. It's just awesome to watch him every night and try to learn from it and just be inspired by those guys. They're all so solid, dude. And Marcus is a great guitarist, and he was rocking our shirt yesterday. They've all been super supportive, and just so grateful to be out, man. It just feels so good to get out of LA and play some shows again. I mean, it's just awesome, man. Every day's a blessing. It really is. It's great.
Yeah, especially after the whole pandemic.
Yeah.
Kind of going back into it a little bit.
Exactly.
We'll see what happens in the next few weeks. Unfortunately, Chicago starting Monday, we got to wear masks again indoors.
Yeah, I heard that.
So that's going to be a fucking mess. And I'm just hoping. I mean, there's been a lot of bands canceling tours and festival dates and all this.
Yeah.
Hopefully, things kind of slow down a little bit and people get their shit together.
Yeah.
And try to figure things out. How has that whole dynamic with the pandemic and all these rules now
and this and that kind of hampered, or has it hampered you guys at all?
I mean, it's definitely been weird, you know, like it's our first tour out, so we want to meet as many people as we can and shake as many hands as we can. We're really trying to, but we're still wearing masks behind the merch booth and trying to be smart and safe about it, because you never know, man. I mean, the last thing we want is to, you know, anyone to get sick and have to pull out of the tour. I mean, that'd be the worst thing that could ever happen. And for any of these bands, dude, I mean, we all got to be super careful. So just being cautious and, you know, always sanitizing, wearing masks, and doing the same old thing and trying to be smart, you know. I mean, last thing we want is to be shut down again. So, you know.
That's definitely the last thing anybody wants, especially in this industry.
Yeah.
Because it could ruin it. I mean, it basically did for a year.
I mean, we sat around on our new record waiting to tour on this record for like a year and a half, and it was ready to go, and we just had to sit and wait for it to come out. Finally, our new record, Hope and Hell, check it out. It came out August 20th. But that was a long waiting game for us, man. We were waiting for literally almost 2 years for that record to come out, and we're unable to tour and unable to really do anything. We felt a little handcuffed there for a while, and I know everyone did, so it's not just us. I'm not trying to say like we were special or anything, but yeah, it just, again, it feels amazing to be out. Every day we're out, it just feels amazing, man. I mean, it's just awesome to fucking be
just
out
playing
of my
shows
house for the first time. Yeah, out of LA for the first time in forever. So,
and off that new album, you guys have a couple banging singles. Both are really good collaborations. You have one with Hollywood Undead.
Yeah.
And you have one with Hyro the Hero.
Hell,
I mean, how is it working with those guys? Because I've got to interview Hyro a few times.
Oh,
He's
sweet,
amazing.
Dude. I love Hyro, man.
Guy's
He's the best.
fucking best.
That guy rules. He's actually the only one I got to collab with in person.
I figured the other guys didn't track it. And then
I
sent
mean,
it over to
like For the Glory is an older song, you know, so we kind of revisited it when we signed with our label Better Noise, and that's when we kind of were introduced to Hollywood Undead, and they wanted to collab and be a part of it, which is awesome. But we did that all over quarantine, man, so it was all Zooming and phone calls and green screen for the music video and stuff. So Hyro was actually before that. He was the first collab that happened, and it was, you know, that song called Do It Now, and we just had a bridge that really needed a sick voice. You know, we knew we wanted to rap.
His is distinct.
Exactly, man.
I love it.
And his energy is just unmatched. So, you know, he brought that song to the next level. And we also collabed with Craig Mabbitt of Escape the Fate.
I saw that one too.
On The Comeback, which is the most recent one that came out. So, yeah, man, all these collabs have been a lot of fun. And, you know, just happy to be working with so many talented artists. And, you know, our label's been cool, connecting some dots for us. And we're able to work with great artists like Escape the Fate, Hollywood Undead. And, I mean, Hyro is... You know, we just saw him play at like the Wiltern, and I think it was the Wiltern, I always forget, but saw him in LA, and we just kind of knew one day we'd write a song together. It had to happen, and he came in and laid it down in like 15 minutes. It was like the easiest thing in the world. Yeah, we thought he was gonna come in and like write it with us, and you know, I thought it'd be kind of a back and forth process, but he's like, "You want me to just go in there right now?" We're like, "Oh yeah, are you ready?" He's like, "Yeah, dude." He went in
so
and
he just spit
he
it
just
out.
spat. It was fucking perfect, and we're like, "Dude, do that like one more time, and you're good."
My God.
And then in the end, he's doing that, you know, the "never would I ever make excuses." He's like screaming that, which was a total ad lib, and I was like, I got like goosebumps. I'm like, dude, just. So we punched him in for the end. We're like, just do that until the end of the fucking song, because it's just so hype. It's so intense, and that's, yeah, man. It was like literally probably 3 at the most takes he did, and it was like done deal. Like, it was the easiest collab in the world. It was awesome.
So I've been hearing the song on Octane, Sirius XM.
Yeah,
Both songs have been on there. You guys as a band, so I did some research beforehand, and you guys weren't even really expecting to be a band as like a touring band.
Yeah, it is
Tell
weird.
me how that all came about.
Yeah, I mean, I met our guitarist and bassist, you know, when I moved to LA. I was actually, you know, in touring bands, but I wanted to dive into like the licensing world and like the behind the scenes, like film, TV, commercial stuff, and start writing
video games,
music for that, which was really foreign to me. I had no idea, you know. It was just a whole new world to wrap my head around, and those guys kind of got me in there. And you know, we were working on just stuff for film, TV, whatever, just kind of collabing, and eventually we're like, you know, let's write some hard rock shit and try to license that. And basically that, long story short, with multiple singers and members, turned into All Good Things. I didn't know it was even a band. I didn't name All Good Things. I had nothing to do with naming it or anything. I didn't even know it was uploaded to like YouTube or anything really at the time. I was working other projects, and this thing was just in the background kind of boiling over. And yeah, I mean, eventually Liz and I were like, have you ever looked online and seen like we have any plays on Spotify? We found like Get Up and Fight had a few million, and on YouTube people had uploaded their own like AMVs and GMVs and stuff, and they all had millions. And it was just this weird like, oh shit, man, like more people are listening to this than all our other projects we're pushing. So yeah, it was awesome. It was literally just messages, people saying, man, who are you guys, where are you from, and you know, when you come to my town. And I actually kind of had to beg Andrew, well, not really beg him, but he didn't want to ever be in a band really. We were kind of just like, you know, Liz and I are like, well, you want to book a local gig in LA and like just try it and play a show and just, you know. And then we did a show. It was more of like a warm-up kind of gig. We did some AC/DC covers.
When was that?
And stuff.
I mean, when
No, well, our first show was at the Whiskey, but
really,
a few months before that, we did this show. It was like a fair almost thing in the Valley in LA, and we did some AC/DC covers, and just kind of the first time all of us on stage together, just kind of tested out.
Yeah.
And then it was kind of like, you know, we all got a taste of what it could be, and we're like, oh hell yeah, we got to do this. So it was kind of like everyone pushing each other, and it's just crazy, man, to be on tour where we're at, and you know, having a song on radio. It's been a wild ride, and you know, obviously always wanted to be here. Just grateful to have the chance and have the people listening, and you know, people have been really supporting the for the Glory release with Hollywood Undead. It just blows my mind how many spins it's getting.
That thing, what did I see? Over, what was it, 50 million?
Dude, it's up there. I don't know. It's just the song that won't quit, man. And like every time I think it's done, you know, then it's in the Stanley Cup playoffs and finals, which to me was the coolest sync I've ever had in my entire life. You know,
See, well, that's kind of what you guys were going for.
Exactly, man. That was literally a dream come true for me when that happened. It was like, you know, everything I ever dreamed of that song and more. It was like, you know, it just, you know, how can you get a cooler placement than a Stanley Cup final or just the playoff run?
There's not many, what would you call that, platforms where you can get that.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
like you said, movies and TV. So have you guys ever gotten any music? Or what have you had that has been put out there?
I mean, dude,
besides your regular album.
Oh, like other stuff?
Like movies, like you said.
Yeah, dude, I mean, I've got side projects. I got a band called The After Show that sounds nothing like All Good Things, but I like to write, you know, all sorts of genres and kind of exercise that writing muscle. And I still, you know, not a lot, not like I used to, but I still like to, you know, write different genres and collab with other people and with my other band. But yeah, man, our stuff gets licensed all over. I have Extreme Music to thank. Are an awesome company that does all the placements for us. And you know, I just get statements in the mail and my email.
That's it. Huh?
It's just, you know, you can scroll forever, and there's just a ton of shows. You never really know, man. A lot of times, even if I'm just watching TV, there might, you know, wife's got a show on in the background. I'll be like, oh shit, I know that song. Oh, that's our song. You know, it's just a weird thing that it's kind of become almost normalish to hear my music in the background of reality shows and stuff, which is so cool, man. And every time it happens, it's like just epic. But I mean, yeah, even driving down, you know, like Living Spaces on the radio the other day, I heard something, you know. So you never know where it's gonna pop up, but it's always exciting when you get a bigger placement like a, you know, a NBA or NFL or NHL or something like that. We're all big sports guys too, so anytime you know, we get a sports placement, it's always pretty exciting for us.
That's awesome. So speaking of sports, being from LA, what are you into sports-wise out there?
Dude, we're all just kind of hockey fans, to be honest with you. I love watching hockey. I love LAFC, going to soccer games too.
Okay.
We all play like beer league hockey together, at least, well, me, our drummer, and Andrew. So we're not great. I mean, we suck, but yeah, we have fun, man. We have a team called LA Sewage. Just you know,
LA Sewage.
Yeah, because we're all shit. We're not. We're
That's what,
if you wanted the cool way of saying we're the dirtiest hockey team, I like to say we're just shit. But yeah, we're no good, but we have a lot of fun.
got another car coming by us here. I thought the alley would be pretty quiet.
We got a popular spot, dude.
We definitely do. So you got any baseball, basketball? I mean, the Dodgers, and you got the Lakers, you got the Clippers.
Yeah, I've gone a ton of Dodger games. I've never been a basketball guy, to be honest. I've never seen a professional basketball game. I need to change that. I don't know why I haven't. Yeah, but I need to go to the new SoFi, that new stadium they built. I know Guns N' Roses just played there like this week or something. So I think
SoFi
the first
Stadium,
concert,
is that the
new Rams Chargers one that looks just epic.
Dude,
so,
the one that's like the $3 billion.
That jumbotron that's like the oval that has like screens on the inside and outside and everything. Man. It looks badass. So yeah, definitely want to check that out too. And LA's fun, man. It's just, you know, we've, like you know, just haven't been able to go out and experience as much as, you know, why I moved there. I was so, you know, into going to shows all the time and going to sports and events and, you know, just getting out of the house. And then, you know, so I've been locked in my house for a long time, so it feels good to get out and
so when you were
around places like Joliet.
You definitely have. I mean, there's some cool areas around here for sure. I mean,
sweet,
we're right behind the library here, or right in front of the library.
Oh yeah.
It looks pretty cool, but it's kind of open, so we thought it would be busier there. It's actually not been as busy there as it has been right here. So
yeah, exactly.
It's kind of crazy.
Damn, I mean,
Who
we'll
would've
redo
thought?
the interview.
No, it's all good. So when you were on quarantine, what did you learn anything new? Like, did you learn how to cook? Did you binge watch TVs or movies, or what was your vice?
I went through like weird. I did a lot of skiing, which is awesome. So I had the Icon Pass, so I went up to Mammoth a bunch, which was sick. You know, had a lot of time to do that, so that was great. played a lot of video games for a while. I went through that phase. I get kind of depressed when I play a lot of video games though. So like I went through like a month where I was like playing a lot, and then I got really like down on myself because I wasn't being productive musically. And then I don't know, man. Did some writing.
Everybody hit that spot.
Yeah, dude, exactly. We all binged, binging everything, and yeah, it was a hard period. I mean, we live streamed for the first 10 weeks of quarantine every week. And then we rented out a bunker. We did like an underground live stream in a bunker. We did an acoustic live stream. We were really busy live streaming because we had nothing else to do other than wait for our record to come out. So we were like, well, we might as well go back through the entire like old catalog of all these songs we never really played live, and I guess relearn them and try to do them live. It was kind of cool. It was almost like I don't know, we felt tighter as a band after the quarantine just because we like revisited all the old songs we never really touched. I sang songs that other singers originally sang, because I wasn't the lead singer of All Good Things in the beginning. So yeah, it was fun. We made the best of it, dude. I moved. I had to move to a new house. North Hollywood to like Van Nuys, so like not a far move. But
so where were you before
sucks,
there? Dude, don't even talk to me.
Yeah, well, I'm just bouncing around LA. It's like my 4th or 5th house in LA now that I've been bouncing around. But yeah, and just I've had so many roommates over the years that it was kind of like all the collective crap had piled up in my house, and everyone had bailed over the years, and I was left to deal with a lot of stuff.
No way, you mean roommates bailed?
Dude, the move was
kidding.
brutal.
I dealt with
yeah, it's good to have that over with. It couldn't have been a better time to move, like right before this tour, so it was good. And yeah, man, I stayed busy. I'm trying to think of all the other stuff I did. I mean, yeah. I don't know.
See, I think mine was Ozark was my binge watching.
Oh, there you
TV.
go. Yeah, dude.
I don't know if you've seen it, but holy shit.
Dude, I binged so many. Yeah, actually, no, I would need to watch Ozark because I don't know, our label's putting out a movie called The Retaliators, and I was in a scene with a guy in Ozark. I'm spacing his name. I'm so sorry. I should know this right now, but it'll come to me right as we finish. But yeah, I had a scene with a dude from Ozark. It was really awesome. I had no business being there. The label asked me to be a part of the movie. I told them I couldn't act, and don't get your expectations too high. But yeah, it was a good time, man. I was like a gas station clerk, and he came in and basically was just like, "You seen a girl on tape?" And I don't know, he was such a great actor. I thought he actually wanted to kick my ass. So it was when we got done, he's like, "Great job, man." I was like, "Fuck, I actually thought you hated me." That was really convincing.
That's
so,
how it works.
Yeah, man. I'm definitely that was out of my own. I'm not an actor, so that was.
I was gonna say, are you looking to kind of get into any more of that?
I mean, we'll see how I look on the screen when it comes out. No, I don't think so, dude. I mean, if I got the opportunity, I wouldn't say no. But yeah, I'm happy enough on stage yelling at people for right now. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, you got the show tonight, and you got, like you said, 4 more weeks on tour. So, in your times of touring, and the venues you've been to, I'm actually starting a podcast called Sound Story Stages.
Oh, sweet.
The history of iconic music venues.
Dude, awesome. That's
so what are some of your favorite music venues you've been to? I got one of mine on my shirt right now. So
oh, badass, man.
Shop.
Hell yeah.
Literally.
I played First Avenue like 4 days ago.
Okay.
5 days ago, but yeah, First Avenue, Minneapolis. I mean, all the history with Prince there and all the bands that have come through, and it's just such a great sounding room. That was awesome, dude. Yeah, for this tour though, I mean, that's probably the most iconic one we've hit so far. We haven't hit a lot of big cities yet, but in LA, playing the Whiskey was awesome. When I first moved to LA, like
she was there once.
Yeah,
we were at the Whiskey.
Yeah, Whiskey's cool. Yeah,
you and I were there with Bullet.
Yeah, all the venues down there.
Great experience, awesome, right?
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't put that on camera. Great experience, right?
Yeah. I think I played. It was a lot of those. Yeah, a lot of smoke and mirrors with some of those. But I'm from Montana, dude. So when I first started touring in other bands, it was like you got to book the Whiskey or the Roxy or and I would book an entire month tour around that one day because it was you had to play in LA, and it was like such a everyone I needed.
You built it up.
Yeah, dude.
So you built it up, and then you go there, and then.
Yeah, we played in LA so many times. So many rough shows in LA.
I'm not even gonna. Nope. Yeah, we'll talk about the off camera.
Yeah. I always remember I finished a show, I think it was at the Roxy, and that curtain closed, and they were like, "Get the fuck off stage, let's fucking move," and they were just on your ass, and I'm like pulling my guitar cable. I play guitar in that band, and I had one of those right angle plugs, and it got stuck on my caster, my cab, my guitar cab, and I'm pulling it as hard as I can, and just finally slipped, and it fucking shot like 20 feet, and busted my lip open. I actually got a scar here from it. But it was perfectly right where my nose started all the way down to my lip where it split. So for the entire month tour, every day people were like, "Dude, you gotta bloody nose." you got a bloody nose, man? And
I'm good.
Like every day for that whole tour, it was the bloody nose tour. So yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, dude, I always remember that. I was always pissed after that. God damn it, man! Give me like 30 seconds to get off stage. Jesus.
So, is there any venues that you have coming up that you want to hit, or not even on this tour, but just overall? Like, where would you want to play?
Dude, honestly, like, just this room alone, I'm so stoked to be at any venue right now. Like, I mean, we're playing cool shit like Gramercy, and like, there's so many cool venues and festivals on this tour, but even like, you know, I'll be honest, I didn't know where Joliet was until today, and I just walking into this room.
Just look on a map and just be
yeah,
like,
dude,
oh, there it is.
I don't know, any stage, man, every stage has been fun, you know, they're all, you know, every show's been
different in their own way.
Exactly, it's been a fun game of Tetris. And like,
do you ever check out like the venues? Do you walk around like we kind of just did here?
Yeah,
or do you like just walk into the room and be like, fuck this, I want to relax, and then just
no, I'm too fired up. I don't really sit still on tour, man. I just pace endlessly and check out downtown. Like, I just wander around unless it's too hot. It was brutal earlier today, and like,
well, we're in the shade now, so that kind of works out. But you wanted to be in the sun, standing by the freaking brick wall.
I'm glad we didn't.
I don't know what he's thinking about.
We've had some hot days on this tour, man. I mean, yeah, it's been the sweatiest shows of my life, that's for sure. It's been crazy.
What has it been here, like 95 with 105 heat index, like all week? Yeah. It's been sick, stupid hot.
Yeah, and the humidity, man. We're Cali people. We're not used to the humidity, so it's been killing us. But it's it's different. It's different.
So there it is. We got Dan here with All Good Things. Join me. Where else can we find? Obviously, your music's all over.
Yeah.
All the streaming services and everything like that.
Yeah, check out the new record, Hope and Hell. It's finally out. You can check it out on Spotify, Apple Music, all that good stuff. allgoodthingsla.com or allgoodthingsrock.com. And then,
you remember?
Oh yeah, I think they both get directed. I think it was like a band argument where we're like, dude, why doesn't it match? Like, I think that was my argument. Like, why is it allgoodthings.la? If everything else is All Good Things Rock, doesn't that make more sense? So I think they both go there. Everything else is All Good Things Rock. So yeah, look it up. And I mean, we're on tour for another, 5 weeks with this tour. We get back, and you know, if everything goes well, we'll be out with Starset for another 7 weeks.
That's gonna be
coming back around this area too. So yeah, a lot of dates coming up. So check out the tour dates, and hopefully see you at a city near you, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
And hopefully, if you guys are with Starset and that tour goes, I'll be here to see you guys.
Dude, hell yeah. Yeah, so I know we're playing close. I don't think it's actually in Joliet.
No, I don't think so either. Maybe House of Blues.
It is House of Blues. You're right, in Chicago.
I think I saw that. So that's why I'm like, ooh, that's a pretty sick show.
Hell yeah, man. It's going to be a blast. I really...
That's a venue you need to check out when you get there.
Yeah, House of Blues is one of the LA venues that was my favorite to go to, favorite to play. I just love seeing Steel Panther there like every week. And then, you know, they shut down. So, we lost a good one there in LA. But I love House of Blues. Any chance we get to play House of Blues is always awesome, man. They're the best.
Well, there you go. We got Dan with All Good Things.
Thanks for having me, Evan. Appreciate
Badass
it.
Podcast. Make sure you follow us all over the socials. And Laura, thanks for standing in the background, you know, the whole time. So,
thanks, man.
Till next time,
take care,
rock on.
I am award-winning published photographer and journalist Evan J. Thomas, and I'll be bringing you badass artists from the genres of music, art, sports, radio, as well as TV and movies. On the Badass Podcast, you will hear raw, bold, blunt, and honest conversation-style interviews where no topic is off limits. Check out the show at badassproductions1.com and go to the On Demand tab and pull up the Badass Podcast where you can watch or listen to your favorite show. Get ready, because I am Evan J. Thomas, and this is fucking badass.